Blue Marble Riders. Just picked up the Kawasaki from its first service, 100 kilometers, and it'll be fully run in. Just had the 1,000-kilometer service. It's actually 1,500 that it has on it, because but I changed the oil myself at 500, so not a problem. Kawasaki phoned me up, actually. Kawasaki Canada phoned me up the other day and said, "How was your bike service?" And I said, "I haven't even picked it up yet. That was quick." And they said, "Okay, well, let us know how it went afterwards." I will. It was good, but I think 300 for basically an oil change and to fiddle with the idle is maybe excessive. $330, $40, including tax. I think that's excessive for just basically an oil change and check and lube. I don't see that it should cost that much, so in my opinion, you know, 200 would be more reasonable. And also the bike wasn't washed. Holy crow, really? Just picked up my Suzuki, paid 600 for that, but that was valves, air filter, plugs and coolant and all sorts of stuff. That was 600 bucks. It was done in 24 hours. Got a phone call to pick it up, and the bike was washed. Just picked her up, and I thought, well, you know what? I am gonna go and take her for a last 100-kilometer ride, and we'll go get some nice shots of little Qualicum Falls. Haven't been there since I was a nipper. There you go, 400 meters. Pets and children on the leash at all times, please. Mechanics have left something sticky on there. Well, here we are part way up at Qualicum Falls. I don't know if you can even hear me, there's quite a roar. But we're at a viewpoint. You can see how the water has carved its way through this canyon here. Sure, I see the steep cliff. I wouldn't call that a cliff. It's more like a hop, little hop, skip and jump. I have to say one thing. Canada, there's health and safety gone absolutely crazy. When we were down in England walking along the cliffs on the south coast, my wife was mortified that there was no fence, and all I kept saying was, it's common sense. Either you mean to throw yourself over there, in which case a fence isn't going to stop you, or you just are part of Darwin's little select group who have to go through that process, so you hopefully can't breed. The rest of us are not going to get too close to the edge. But this is redunculous. Unfortunately, the clouds have come out and everything is a little dim. Now the question I'm asking myself is, could I get my Husaberg up there? I reckon I could. Oh, that's nice. Look at where we come out. Looks like we're out after that big long climb up the steps. Next to Stella. Very nice. Well, wasn't that nice? A lovely little walk around little Qualicum Falls. Well, I think we'll cruise off to Cathedral Grove. It got a little cloudy. Gotta say, she's idling really nicely. She was a little high during the run-in period, but they've tapped into her computer and turned it down to 1100 on the button, and she's idling beautifully there now. Beautiful day for a ride today. I must say, having seen all that water though, I am absolutely parched. A quick squiz at Cathedral Grove and back to the coast to go get something decent to drink. So this is Cameron Lake here. Good lake for windsurfing. And that railway we crossed goes over on the other side there, across over quite a trestle apparently. This time of year you'll never get past most of the traffic here because there are RVs everywhere. Rental RVs, usually Germans, Dutch, very popular, Chinese of course. So this is a preserve where they're not allowed to log, and so a lot of the trees in here are absolutely massive. This is Cathedral Grove, called that because it's a grove of trees that are as tall as cathedrals. Going to find a safe place to turn around and head back to the coast. It's a lovely road, so curvaceous. Surface needs a little to be desired though. Or leaves a little to be desired, that is. It's quite beaten up, but that's from rockfall, I think. Yeah, once this thing gets going, you know, if you're just cruising in traffic, I'm down to 4.9 litres here, average. And that's with 2 warm-ups and not very much of the tank use so far. But yeah, coasting along. This thing is, what's that? That's about 55 miles a gallon. What do you mean not fuel efficient? Totally fuel efficient. It's awesome. You see a hybrid car doing that, won't be doing it. I was in a taxi the other day and he was telling me, yeah, about 7 litres per 100. 7 to 8.5, he said. He was in his Prius. I said, really? Wow. I thought they were better than that. The bowler. I have a story about one of these. Oh yes I do. My sperm donor, as I shall call him, used to take us out camping, and one day he borrowed someone's bowler and he put it on the back of his goldfish tank or bowl like Saab. God, that was the ugliest car in the world. Put it on the back of the Saab. The thing about it was it had electric brakes, and as soon as you hit the brakes on the Saab, they were on or they were off, and unless you had a lot of weight over the axle, you were basically, you sounded pretty heroic, I'll tell you. And there was blue smoke spiraling out of both hubcaps, rubber left on the road every time you even touched the brakes. So we had to stop and load it up, fill up water containers, put them over the axle, you know, those water cubes, try to weigh it down, buy some, you know, that sort of thing. All sorts of stuff. It helped on low speed braking, but on high speed braking, when there must have been some sort of aerodynamic effect, the thing floating a bit. My God. And I remember coming into Campbell River once and my dad hitting the brakes and the whole entire street looking round. And I'm a teenager, right? So you're slightly self-preoccupied anyway. And I remember ducking down in my seat thinking, what the hell? The Hilliers Road. Let's give it a shot. Beautiful, loving it. Nice road. Obviously a very popular road for doing naughty things, judging by all the tyre marks there. All good things have to come to an end. I'm not quite sure where this pops out, but I guess we'll find out. Lightest clutch in the world, this. Ooh, that was nice. Cuttering K, trick 2, full traction. As soon as I'm through with the old run-in period, I'll be taking that off. Well, I'm just off to the Shady for a plate of fries, drink of water, and something amber, maybe. Just to wet the whistle. What a beautiful day. Loving having Stella back. So nice. Little celebration, I think. Gotta like that. Bambi's on the road. Unbelievable. Let's get a picture. Are you kidding? There are rats around here. Really? They're everywhere. Love them, but they're everywhere. You don't need a picture. You're going to hit one sooner or later.
Once again, thanks for watching everyone. If this is the first time you've watched, please consider subscribing. I do product reviews, motorcycle reviews, off-road and on-road vlogs, as well as tours. Don't forget to follow me on social media, that's Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and to like, and especially, I'm begging you here folks, subscribe. This is the BlueMarbleRider, out.